during the Vietnam War, I wasn't really aware of it a lot. I would hear things about it, but it wasn't something that I was really just into or aware of what was going on. Because I had a couple of friends right out of high school that went over and was killed, but it wasn't like I was just like just really into the Vietnam War. I knew it was going on, but they really didn't say a lot about it back in the States.
And how did you feel when you found out about your friends?
I felt horrible because I didn't really know the seriousness of Vietnam War.
Uh-huh.
When I found out about it, it was a terrible thing. When I realized so many that people had been killed, but
So at the time you didn't realize how serious it
no,
was?
I didn't because they really didn't talk about it a lot.
Yeah, so you didn't know too much about it.
Right, because I finished school in 1962,
Mm-hmm.
so some of the guys right out of high school went into the army,
Mm-hmm.
and guys that I knew, and my neighbor next door, he went and he was like 17, and he was killed, and it was just a lot of people that I knew that went over there,
Mm-hmm.
and the ones that did go and wasn't killed, they came back. They were totally a different person. They they weren't the same as when they went in that army. So it was a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. And I yet don't know who won the war.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know what it was all about.
Yeah.
They never really said what it was all about. If they did,
You still don't.
I don't know anything about it.
I have a couple of different questions. If you don't mind me asking, what's your full name?
Jesse. I-E. Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
May. M-A-E. Smith.
All right. And where were you born?
Conway, South Carolina.
And what is your date of birth?
May the 17th, 1944.
You said May 17th?
Mm-hmm.
All right. How many siblings do you have?
Mm, three. I had, well, there was four, but one died a few years ago.
How are you holding up on them?
Okay, he had been sick for a long time, but even with that, it doesn't make it any better,
Uh-huh.
when they pass. But I'm good.
Yes, Miss Jessie, that's understandable. And what high school did you attend?
Whitty Moore High School in Conway, South Carolina.
You said Whittingmore?
Whitty Moore. Whittemore. Whittemore High.
Okay. And how was it? How was school? Was there discrimination there?
Yeah, it was all black school. Um, when I was a little girl, we moved from Conway to Myrtle Beach,
Mm-hmm.
and we were bused from Myrtle Beach to Conway,
Mm-hmm.
which is about 17 miles. So we were bused
17.
17 miles, and we had to catch the bus. And the ironic thing about the bus, um, one of the students was driving the bus. We
One of
didn't
the
have,
students?
yeah, we didn't have like,
Bus
now they
drivers.
got adult bus drivers.
So was it?
One of the students, as a matter of fact, a young guy that finished school with me was the bus driver.
And it was always that one person, or was it?
It was always him.
And how old was he? So what did he do?
He was a kid like me. I thought that was kind of weird. But I didn't think it was weird at the time because he didn't know any better.
But as of now, you feel
But
like
now
that
I'm
is
thinking
weird.
in hindsight, I think that was terrible.
Yeah. So did he used to park the bus or anything?
Yeah. He
Just used to park
there
the
to pick
bus.
us up every morning. You know, which, you think about it now, I think it was a terrible thing that they had a kid driving the bus.
Yeah, having to take.
You have that responsibility on him at that age. But